Thank you. I'm going to take this off. I hope that's okay. It gets warm. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for being here for our graduation fall 2021. My name is Christina Tout. I'm the Director of Adult Education here at Southeast Community College. We in Adult Ed know how hard you all worked to get here and the obstacles you faced to get here, just even to get to the door. And literal, that means literally and figuratively to get to our doors, in case you noticed the construction that we have. So thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Congratulations again on for your perseverance and your accomplishment. I'd also like to thank the families for being here, families and friends for coming out to support your graduates. This is really wonderful. I do want to recognize, and so bear with me, there's a lot of names, but I do want to recognize all of the staff members that we have that make this possible, because it really is a group effort, a team effort. There's a lot of this. They're the behind-the-scenes staff members doing all that paperwork, giving you guys your tests, all of that great stuff that we do. So I will read off names. Some of you are here. Please go ahead and stand if you're here, and we will recognize you with applaud at the end. So we have volunteer coordinators, Jody Anderson and Vicki Carper, if you want to stand. Program coordinators, Yolanda Gomez, Mike Ortiz, he's already standing, he's over here, and Jen Morley. Our data specialist, Tammy Thornton. Our assistant directors, Amy Stotts, Lynn Saffer, Amy's way at the back, she's trying to hide, and Susan Cash Brown. And administrative assistants, we have Jan Omberg and Matt Yonker-Rowell. Takes all of us, and myself as well, takes all of us to make all of this happen. So thank you again. And thank you for all of your hard work. I also would like to recognize and thank Dr. Carolee Ritter. She couldn't be here tonight. She was going to do the speaking for us tonight. She is the Dean of Arts and Sciences. She is home with COVID, recovering, hopefully speedily, so she can get back to work. I know that she's very proud to have adult education in her division. So I just wanted to give her a thanks, even if she's not here. I do also want to thank the faculty and recognize them for all of their hard work. They're our frontline people. They're there doing all of the work that you see, and that you benefit from. They teach, they worry, they brainstorm in the office about the best ways to teach and worry. So I'm so glad that we have them all as well. Again, if you're here, stand. Otherwise, I want to read them anyway so that just to recognize them. Vicki Carper, again. Kay Frudenberg, Rich Frudenberg, Josh Gardner, Jason Jolicoeur, Patty Lampier, Cliff Matson, Catherine Ortiz, I think I saw her sneak in, there we go. Mike Ortiz, again standing, Naomi Rolofson, and Garen Wheeler. So again, thank you to all of the instructors, wonderful. All right, so now I'd like to present our first, was going to be the second, but the first speaker that we have for you tonight. Her name is Arla Meyer, and she's one of our very own former GED students. After completing her GED, she went on to earn her real estate license and entered the real estate business, where she has been for over 25 years. Today, she is the managing broker of Nebraska Realty in Lincoln. She's been very successful in her chosen field and has over 100 agents working under her. So welcome, Arya.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Arla Meyer. I am the managing broker of Nebraska Realty. We're going to talk about a couple other things along the way, though. First off, I want to say thank you for inviting me to do this. Never would I have ever imagined this would have been a possibility or even asked of me many years ago, especially 30 years ago when I was a GED graduate, just like you guys are. When I was a GED graduate, there's one reason or another that we choose to go this path. Doesn't make it wrong, doesn't make it bad. It just is what it is. The biggest thing is that you keep putting one step in front of the other and keep moving yourself forward. There's always one reason or another, but as long as you continue to make those steps forward and continue to build your future, you're going to be just fine. Getting your GED is something you chose to do to make a difference in your life, for yourself, and for others around you. For whatever your reason is, I can tell you that I'm proud of each of you. I have been for the last couple weeks that they've asked me to come here. I did not go to my graduation, so thank you for being here to showing up. That's a huge step for you guys, and you don't even recognize it just yet. Showing up tonight shows that you are ready to do something amazing, and you're ready to do it for yourself. Every one of you in this room has a path. Everyone has had a storm or two that they've had to weather along the way to get where you're at today. There's a reason that we all went the path for whatever reason, but every morning you woke up, you got out of bed, you did what you needed to do, because it was something you wanted to do for yourself. And why not? You deserve it. Be proud of this moment. Own it. It's yours. Enjoy it. Over the years, you will come face to face with many different obstacles, and that is just a part of life. How you choose to deal with those obstacles is what will make the difference in your lives. This may seem silly to think about today. You guys are very young, and to think about it today is what makes that difference. But when you're around people and when you're moving forward, the things that you should think about is, how do you want people to perceive you? What do you want your legacy to be? How do you want to be remembered? That will last a lifetime for each and every one of you. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm not big on talking about myself. I do things because it's the right reason to do it for the right reasons. But a part of being up here is going to be to talk to you guys, to show you that there are a lot of things that can be ahead of you, and there's a lot of things that you can do that can help motivate you, help you conquer anything that you want to do. Right now, this is all up to you. And why wouldn't you want to? You can. When I started this journey, I was 17 years old. I dropped out of high school. I was kicked out of home. I was a young parent. Yeah, there was a little bit of drama attached with that. I was 17, right? Who doesn't with teenagers? I was given a hard time from my peers. They didn't want to hang out. They didn't want to be a part of things with me, which was perfectly fine, because the bigger picture is that I was a single parent and I needed to take care of that child. And that child was the right thing to do. So logically, it was to get a job. High school diploma wasn't the priority. Getting that job and getting food on the table was. GED was something I could do on the side. As I continued to move forward through life, and we're going to skip a lot of the pieces, trust me. I recognize I'm holding you back from one step closer to your diploma here. Over the time, I had 2 more children. Unfortunately, I lost one of them to a drowning. I had been married twice. I did the typical jobs. I worked at grocery stores. I did the waitressing, Burger King, whatever I needed to do to put food on the table, because that was a priority. Then when I became 24, because all of that happened before I was 24 years old, I thought about this whole thing as far as, what is it I want to do? Where do I want to go in life? What is it that I can do to make a difference? I love looking at houses. I love this real estate thing. Trying to help somebody make the biggest investment of their life, and I help make it happen for them. That's like making a dream come true for somebody. There's nothing better than that. With that being said, so I drove into it. I looked further into becoming a real estate agent. What I found out is that this was something that I could do part-time, because I still had my children at home. So I started to do it part-time, and I did it in-home daycare, because again, we still got to have food on the table and the lights are paid for. As I approached looking at things and becoming more and more involved, the priority was the children. As they got older, they didn't want me around as much. I couldn't quite figure that out, so I dove deeper into my real estate career. Helped me learn a lot about me and who I wanted to be. And that's something you guys need to be honest with yourselves and truly think about. You should always be learning from your examples along the way. Never stop learning. You can always take something from your experiences and the people around you. When you find something that you truly love to do, become a part of that organization. Become a part of it. Get a seat at the table, so to speak. When you do that, you learn more about what is going on, what the purpose of the industry is, and how you can make a difference for others. I started getting more involved as my kids got older because they didn't want me around as much, simply because a friend asked me to. When I went down that rabbit hole, I then became more and more involved. I became the president of the WCR chapter, Women's Council Realtor. I became the president of the Realtors Association of Lincoln. I've been involved with the national level, helping make different moves and decisions across the states. I teach college classes in this room. I've taught college classes, a GED graduate. Can you imagine? The state association asked me to write an ombudsman program. I wrote that for the state of Nebraska, for the Realtors Association. It's like a mediation program is what it is. The mayor's office even has one. 2017, I passed my first bill in legislature to change the laws on teams, agency, and advertising in this industry. Took me 2.5 years. In 2020, I passed my second bill on getting inspectors licensed. I worked with the Secretary of State, John Gale. That carried over to the Secretary of State, Bob Evnen. It was an amazing experience for me. I can go on, but you get the point, and I don't want to completely bore you. My bigger picture is, don't have fear. Do what you guys need to do to help yourselves move forward. What the bigger picture of all of this that I truly recognized is that a girl from the wrong side of the tracks, way back when. These people that I work with on all of these things, from the senators, the congressmen, the locals, everybody else, they're no different than each and every one of you. They wake up every single day and they put their pants on the same exact way. They are no different than you. Of course, along the way, you're going to have some people that are going to tell you no, or try and tell you that you can't do something. And what I'm going to tell you to do with those people is ignore them. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. When things like that do come your way, what I have found most is that when people are trying to push us down, it's because they were unable to do something for themselves, or it's to make themselves feel better about who they are. What you need to do is you take that energy and you put it into something good for yourself. You take that energy and you show them how wrong they are. The next thing you do with them is you push them aside because you no longer need them in your lives. They're not worth your energy nor your time. Surround yourself by the people who will give you that positive energy that will help motivate you, that will put you in the right directions and give you some good perspectives. Be determined in all that you do. Don't ever give up. Don't ever let anybody tell you any different. Take the time to learn who you are and what you want to be in life. This is your time, guys. Smile. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Thank you for letting me be here today.
Thank you, Arla. That was really nice. All right, we have a second speaker as well. I'd like to introduce Dr. Joel Michaelis, Vice President of Instruction here at SCC. Dr. Michaelis joined our SCC team in July 2020. Lucky for him, right? He hailing from Southeast Kentucky Community and Technical College, where he served as Vice President of Academic Affairs. He has extensive experience in instructional administration, accreditation, program review, student learning outcomes, and many other instructional areas. I do believe he also has expressed an interest and some expertise about adult education and workforce development. So maybe he can speak on those. He has more than 15 years experience in a variety of levels of community college instructional administration. So please help me welcome Dr. Michaelis.
Welcome. It's good to be here with you all tonight. I was thrilled to be able to have a chance to come and talk. I didn't get a chance to tell you this, but the very first speech that I made as a college administrator back in 1993, was at a GED graduation. What is this, 30 years later, almost? So anyway, I am thrilled to be here tonight. I will keep it short. Arla said some wonderful things, and I have to tell you, my experience growing up in education was exactly opposite of hers. I had every advantage. My dad got his PhD when I was 10. He became a college president when I was 11. And so because of that, I grew up always thinking that I was capable of doing these things. Because just like everybody else, when I was a teenager, I thought my dad was an idiot too, right? Except my dad was a college president and he was an idiot. And I thought, well, if he can do it, then anybody could do it. But it's one of the reasons why I have so much pride in you all and respect and admiration. It's not really important how you get there. It's really the journey. And it's just important that you got there and that you're doing what you're doing. First of all, to go along with what Arla said, I'm glad you showed up. I think it's important. I think you were telling me that there's, 30 graduates and 4 of you came. Well, let me tell you why that's important. There are so many things that happen in our lives that wear on us and keep us down, and can make us question: do I want to do this? Do I want to get up? Do I want to go in and go to class? This other thing. You all have lives outside of this, things that are pulling you in different directions, and when you achieve something, it's important to take pride in that. It's important to stop for just a second and to have a little bit of self-recognition. Yeah, I did that. And so be proud of yourselves. Celebrate your successes. And speaking of pride and celebration, do me a favor, turn around. You guys right here. See those people behind you? They're all here for you. They're proud of you. They're celebrating this success. And in fact, I want you to do me another favor. Real quick, the thing is that it's important to recognize the people in our lives who help us get where we did. I just got done talking about my dad. My mom was instrumental in me standing up here today and talking to you, me being vice president of instruction of this college. It's important to recognize these people. So if you do me a favor, and let's all right now thank them. It's important to do that. It's important to say thank you to people that help us along the way. You're the one doing the work. Don't get me wrong. But every once in a while, when things are low and you're down and stuff like that, it's important that we recognize that there were people behind us that were pushing us. Say, no, you can do this. You can do this. And then I also just wanted to say that you need to continue to invest in yourselves. So, as she said, I've been over adult ed in the past, over workforce. I'm aware some of you may be continuing on with your studies at Southeast Community College. I certainly hope so. We would love to be here. Be here for you at every step of the way, but continue to invest in yourselves and invest in learning. And I guess if I could give you another piece of advice, it would be, don't get too comfortable in your life. I find sometimes that some of the things that I've accomplished in my life, whether it was in my job or personally or whatever, is when I stretched myself and I stepped outside of my comfort zone and did something that I wasn't completely sure was going to work out. But I pushed myself to do it anyway. And when you do that, I think you'll be surprised how much how much you can accomplish. And listen, that can be school. It can be whatever. So it can be a special licensure. One day you look up and you're in charge of dozens of people in a real estate company. It could be that you go on and you get an associate degree or a certificate or a bachelor's degree or whatever. Do whatever you need to do to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish in life. And when you're telling yourself, I don't know, that doesn't feel right, ask yourself, am I saying that because I legitimately don't think I can do it? Or am I saying that because it's going to be a little bit hard? It's going to be a little uncomfortable. You know what? A little bit hard and a little uncomfortable, that's okay. Because what happens when we're doing those things is we're growing. And continuing to grow throughout your life means you're investing in yourself. And I guess the absolute last thing I would say is, you're not the only one who's going to notice that. The people around you notice that too. Your kids, your family members, your siblings. Somebody is looking at you as an inspiration. Somebody might even be looking at you like I looked at my dad and saying, if she can do it, I can do it. Trust me, you want to be that person. You want to be that person who's an inspiration for your family. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for letting me come up here and talk to you. I'm incredibly proud of all of you, proud of your success, proud of your achievement, and I wish you the absolute best in life.
Thank you, Dr. Michaelis. I'm so glad that I don't have to follow up those with anything significant, or I'd be in big trouble. All right, we will now do the presentation of certificates. Oh, sorry, please stand. And you read off the names. Lynn Saffer, sorry, come on up, and she will read off the names, and I will give you the certificates.
Ashley Epstein. Chris Kopner. Araya Ross. Diana Strovisky.
Congratulations, everyone. This is really, it is a big accomplishment. So I watch students go through every day, and I see everybody work so hard, and so it's really a great thing. So congratulations. All right, now, if you have your tassel on the right side, you can move it to your left side, symbolizing your earning of your diploma and everything that entails. So thank you very much, and we can have some refreshments. All right. Thank you again. Thanks for coming. And there are snacks and water and soda.